All right. Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome back for another Talking and Grubbing live stream. Sorry for the late start, but I had to restart my computer. And now this is the AFC Divisional playoff between AFC Championship game next weekend. You just saw today NFC Championship game. They're awaiting the winner of the Seahawks and Packers game tomorrow night. You know, the Titans, they're coming off of a great win in Foxborough, throwing the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots last week. You know, even though there wasn't a lot of offense from the Titans, but how's everybody doing? How's your Saturday going? Make sure you hit the like button. Also, who you got for this game tonight? Lamar Jackson, he's had one hell of a year. I think he's the bona fide favorite for NFL subscribers for supporting me. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon, do video or do a live stream. Also, if you can't, you can donate to the channel via Cash App. I greatly appreciate as I'm trying to grow this channel. K Slick Vic, welcome back. You said now this is my game, right? Ravens and Titans are gonna get it on more right off the Inner Harbor. And I'm grubbing on. It's definitely good. Man, it's unbelievable up here on the East Coast in the midday. I cannot believe it that y'all want to believe it or not. What do you think are the factors for each team winning? So the Titans offense is going to get started with the ball. No problem, Slick Vic. I'm glad to be coming back. Also, you can buy official Talking and Grubbing merchandise at the Teespring store. There's the link. Okay, the Titans were forced to a quick 3-and-out, and now the Ravens have the ball to start this game. They give it to Mark Ingram, and he rushed for no gain as he was tackled by Rashaan Evans. So it's 2nd and 10 at the 33, and throws a 13-yard pass to the tight end Mark Andrews for a first down. Well, 12-yard gain, excuse me. All right, make sure you hit the like button. Also, give me your thoughts here on the game. And you can also give me your thoughts on the Vikings and 49ers game. What did you think about that game? And Gus Edwards, the second running back, rushes for 19 yards and a big first down. Gus Edwards rushes to the right for no gain. It's 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line for the Ravens. Once again, I apologize for the late start on this live stream. Had to get some things together. Okay, Slick Vic says move them chains. So Slick Vic, I taking your room for Baltimore. Out. Okay, Slick Vic. Okay, you said yes. Yes, sir. I live in Maryland. The Redskins used to be my team, but I couldn't take it no more. About 5 years ago, I became a Ravens fan. Okay, okay. If you don't mind me asking, Slick Vic, where do you live in Maryland? Some juice here. Jackson gets intercepted by Calvin Bayard. So Lamar Jackson field too. Definitely have to look out for Derrick Henry in this game. You do not want Derrick Henry to go off if you're the Ravens. Okay, Ryan Tannehill, and also the Ravens commit a unnecessary roughness penalty, so the Titans are at the goal line. So it's 2nd and goal for the Titans as Derrick Henry rushes for 2 yards. They're at the 4. Wow, Ryan Tannehill is sacked for an 8-yard loss, so it's 3rd and goal at the 12. Wow, that's something you definitely don't want to do, especially at the goal line. And you got to give Earl Thomas his props for coming in and making the sack on Tannehill. Wow. it to the tight end, Jonnu Smith, for the touchdown, and the Titans strike first as they take advantage of the Lamar Jackson interception. Man, that was a hell of a play ran by Tannenhill and Smith. Yeah, Slick Vic. The Titans got the pick. Okay, Steelers respect. Go Titans. Okay, tell the cycle. You're saying that was not a good pass, but the tight end did not elevate enough to make the catch. The 12 for the Titans as the touchdown pass is wiped out. Jonnu Smith. But let's see if that great catch, that heck of a catch, will stand up. Yes, Slick. Yes, Slick Nick. So let's see. Is it a touchdown or will the Titans? Okay, looks like the touchdown will stand, and the Titans draw first blood as they take a 7-0 lead. This is another, you know what? This is another field I wouldn't mind visit. I wouldn't mind going to M&T Bank Stadium for a game. I just always had a curiosity about that stadium. I mean, I remember I was in Baltimore about a good 7 years ago and drove past it in the Inner Harbor area. It looked like a nice stadium. So and lead 7-0. So let's see how Lamar Jackson and the Ravens respond. Okay, what do y'all think led to Lamar Jackson being picked by the Titans? Okay, Slick Vic, you said, I think it's just nerves. He's got to settle into the game. I think when something like that happens that early in the game, it's just the jitters. Could be, maybe. We'll see. We'll see as the game goes on. Okay, you also said, and we got to remember he's only a second year guy. That's true. That's definitely true. Okay, I'm seeing people coming in here to the live stream. Make sure you hit the like button. You know, how's it? I want to know how you doing. How's your Saturday going? Y'all excited for the two matchups coming up tomorrow afternoon to wrap up the divisional round weekend. We got the Texans and Chiefs. Then we got the Seahawks and Packers. Okay, it's 1st and 10, Baltimore at the 25-yard line as the Titans kick it off. And that's where the Ravens will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, Slick Vic, you also said, but I do think the Titans have a hell of a team. They know how to get grimy. Definitely, definitely. Like I said on my divisional preview last night, I said the Titans are going to want to make this game a very grimy game. They're going to want to make it very physical, very smash mouth, a grind out game, because that's the type of team they are. They will grind you out from start to finish. They want to slow down the game. They don't want to play a high pace, a high tempo game. Make this game ugly as possible. So if this game becomes an ugly game, that's a definite advantage for the Titans. Okay, I'm seeing y'all coming in here to the live stream. Make sure y'all come and join me here in the chat. Okay, the Ravens had a little momentum going, but they come up about a yard or inch short of the first. It's 4th and 1 as the first quarter comes to an end, and the Titans 4th and 1. Will the Ravens go for it? Will they just punt? Wow, unbelievable. Okay, Intelligent Cycle says, yep, it's nerves. Like the 49ers, Ravens going to settle down and move methodically. Little jitters, but let's not forget Titans know how to get physical and make it a slugfest. But on the flip side, with the Ravens, they do have some playoff experience in Earl Thomas, Mark Ingram, so it's not like there's just a bunch of first timers on this team. And also, some of the cats on that defense just went through the playoffs last year, including Lamar Jackson. They do have some playoff experience. It's not like this is Lamar Jackson's first playoff game. He was in the playoffs last season as well. K Slick Vic, you think the Ravens will go for it on 4th and 1? Possibly. They could go they could go for it, but if they don't get the first down, then you give Tennessee good field position. Okay, the Titans got it back. So the Ravens tried to go for it. Basically, they turned it over on downs. Okay, Lamar Jackson tried to rush the ball, but did not get the first. So now the Titans they have pretty good field position at the 45-yard line. Okay, Intelligent Cycle, you also said, I do think the Ravens know how to get smash mouth too, but this isn't the 2000 Ravens by no means, or the 2012 Ravens. I definitely agree. You know, this current Ravens team is definitely more offensive minded than the 2000 team. And in a roundabout way, the 2012 team was a little bit more offensive minded. Well, 2012, the Ravens were more balanced. That's what I'll say. That 2012 Ravens team was more balanced. You know, they can get physical, but they can also play smash mouth as well. They were more balanced. This team is more of an offensive team. I mean, they have a pretty good defense, but this team is definitely more offensive minded than the two Super Bowl teams. Ooh, thirsty, y'all. Okay, I'm seeing y'all coming in here to the live stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, I want to know your thoughts on this game here in the chat. K Slick Vic, you said I also think that not getting this fourth down could be a bad thing for them later on in the game if the Titans score here instead of trying to go for it, because if they didn't convert, then you give the Ravens pretty good field position. You know, they're already at midfield. So all they have to do is either go down and get a field goal or score a touchdown, and the Ravens would be down by 10 or 14 points already. Oh, right, y'all. Okay, I'm seeing folks coming into this live stream. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you can donate, you can donate to the channel via Cash App or PayPal. The Cash App cash tag and the PayPal link are up top in the chat. Or you can also show me support by donating to the super chat right now as I'm live. Any donation you can give, I would greatly appreciate it, as I want to just continue growing this channel and provide y'all with more quality content. And so they're already up 14-0 as Ryan Tannehill throws a pass to Khalil Raymond for a 45-yard bomb. Wow. Just like that. The Tennessee Titans, Baltimore Ravens on the road, 14-0. Whoa. And I know that crowd at M&T Bank Stadium is silent and stunned. Wow. Wow, man. Already, Ryan Tannehill has 2 quick touchdowns in this half. Unbelievable. Wow. Lamar Jackson throws an incomplete pass intended for Seth Roberts on first down, excuse me, as the Ravens are at the 28-yard line. Man, you know, also I've been saying that sometimes having a bye week is 50-50. Sometimes it can help you, hurt you. Okay, Lamar Jackson rushes for 2 yards. As we saw earlier in the Vikings and 49ers game, it helped the 49ers. It looks like here in this first half, the bye week is hurting the Ravens right now. Because Tennessee, they just played last week in New England. So they already in a rhythm because they've, are in game shape. You know what I'm saying? Plus, the last few weeks of the regular season, the Titans had to fight like hell just to get into the playoffs. So they've been in a rhythm ever since basically the last few weeks of the regular season. Steals respect you something else. Go Titans, F the Ravens, LOL. You also Steelers respect also says fun fact. They shut down the Ravens. They shut the Ravens out in the in the first half. Okay, somebody just sent me some in the Cash App. I greatly appreciate the donation. I ain't gonna say their name because they probably don't want to reveal it on here, but to who just gave me some in the Cash App, I thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, that was you, Slick. Big thanks, man. Thanks a lot, homie, for sending something to the Cash. Thanks, man. Thanks for the support. Greatly appreciate the support. Thank you. Thank you. Like I always say, if you can give something, hey, give whatever you can. But I greatly appreciate you. But I greatly appreciate that donation. Thanks a lot, sir. Salute to you. Okay, Steelers respect. Ryan Tannehill is playing the best football in his career. He should get an extension. I agree. If he can get the Titans into the AFC Championship, he definitely deserves an extension. I said this before. Heck, he should get some MVP votes for the job he's done here, getting the Titans here to the playoffs. He should definitely get some MVP consideration based on that alone. Okay, now the Titans, they're going to start at the 28-yard line as Lamar Jackson and this potent Ravens offense has struggled to start here in this first half. The Rave, I think the Ravens defense is going to have to find a spark here to get this Ravens offense going, because if the Titans find a way to get another score here, then you know I don't think there's going to be too much that the Ravens can do, because the Titans will have too much momentum and too much confidence. Stills respect. I think Lamar Jackson is going to get the MVP this year. because he's put up some hella numbers. Y'all gotta excuse me with this towel, sweating under these lights. Okay, the Titans get the ball back, and AJ Brown rushed for about 9 yards, and Derrick Henry gets the first down. And they're at the 41-yard line. They're edging close towards midfield. K Stills respect says agreed. Lamar Jackson deserves MVP. He also and Slick Vic says agree. Also, he played solid this season, but I just hope that it ain't over tonight. These Titans making me nervous quick. Yeah, but Lamar Jackson definitely, deserves MVP. But also, you know, Russell Wilson had a pretty nice season too. He definitely had a pretty nice season. As a matter of fact, at one point he was considered the favorite, but Lamar Jackson and the Ravens went on this hot streak, basically from after they lost to the Browns to all the way to the end of the season. Now Ryan Tannehill throws an and Derrick Henry got hit for a loss, but now Ryan Tannehill throws another incomplete pass, and the Titans will have to punt. So that's a nice 3-and-out by the Ravens. Because you definitely don't want this, Titans team to gain any more momentum than they've already have. Because their confidence and swag is on 10 right now. So now let's see what Lamar Jackson and this Ravens offense can do here. Okay, Slick Vic says, "Oh, you're right. Wilson did really play out of his mind for a while there. Yeah, he did." K. Rayburn Mullins, what's up, man? You said Raiders. What are you talking about? First, the Raiders. Rayburn. Okay, it's gonna be 1st and 10 for the Ravens at the 10-yard line because the Ravens special teams got called for a 10-yard holding penalty. So they will be pinned back to start. Man, That's something you definitely can't have, especially you're already down 4-0. That definitely a momentum killer. So that's so the Ravens are not definitely starting off on the right foot here on this possession as they get flagged for a 10-yard penalty due to holding. So they're basically back near their own end zone. So definitely better hope. So you definitely better hope that the Titans do not end up getting a turnover. Where they can either have it at the end zone or they run it back for a pick six. So now Lamar Jackson and this Ravens offense have a long field to work with, starting out at their own 10. K Intelligence Cycle says, I agree. Ravens a little rusty and Harbaugh resting his starters. You can see them out there. Well, they're out of rhythm. You see them out of their rhythm. They gotta get a spark. They gotta get a spark or a big play. I agree. See, that's where I say that excuse me. That's where I say the bye week is 50-50. Sometimes it can help, sometimes it can hurt. Now, we saw with the 49ers this afternoon that it helped them. You know, they ended up getting healthy, and also ended up getting a couple of key guys back. But here with the Ravens, it's definitely hurt them because they ended up resting their starters in the final game of the season, which I didn't agree with. You got to keep they could have at least played for a half to just keep them in game shape. But no, they decided to shut them down. And then they had another week off where they didn't have to play. So yeah, you're right, Intelligence Cycle. They're out of rhythm. And also the Titans, they're just coming off of playing a game. So the Titans are still in the rhythm. As a matter of fact, the Titans have been in a rhythm these last few weeks because they had to fight like it was nothing to win every game to make the playoffs. Okay, they give it to Ingram, and he gained 6 on the play. So yeah, the Titans are definitely in a rhythm right now because they've played these last few weeks. It's 2nd and 4 for the Ravens. Okay, Lamar Jackson keeps it and runs for the first down. He gets 5. He stops him. Versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. K Slick Vic, you said that's what I was worried about and was saying earlier. That's true. K Lamar keeps it, and it's an incomplete pass. Wow. And man, what was Lamar thinking? Dude, there was a lot of Titans defenders back there. If one of them can turn around, or if they were a step or two quicker, they would have had a pick. They would have had a pick. So why is Lamar throwing that ball into double, triple coverage? That's a big no-no for any quarterback. Okay, the pressure is on and knocked away by Tremaine Brock, excuse me. Tremaine Brock bats that pass down and it's 3rd and 10. K Slick Vic, you said sounds like he was trying to make a play. Shaking my head. Okay, now it's 3rd and 10. Okay, Lamar Jackson has time. And he gives it to Marquise Brown for a big first down at the 42-yard line. Okay, Hollywood Brown with a big first down. Okay, Lamar Jackson keeps and looks like he gets about a yard. And he was looking for the flag, but to no avail. Wow. And Simmons did come with the elbow to the head on Lamar. So yeah, maybe a flag should have been thrown on that play. Okay, now 2nd and 9 for the Ravens. Okay, they give it to Mark Ingram, and Mark Ingram looks like he gets a good 3 yards. Well, 4 yards. It's 3rd and 6. Okay, Slick Vic says, though if the Titans win, I like them to win the Super Bowl. They do deserve it after all the hardships. Okay, and Slick Vic says, yes, first down. As Lamar Jackson gets it to the tight end, Mark Andrews, for the first down. And that was a close one too, because if Vaccaro just shades a little more to the right, that ball could have been intercepted as well. That ball definitely could have been intercepted. But the Ravens are approaching the red zone. Okay, Doris Jackson comes in and knocks the pass away as Lamar was trying to get it to Marquise Brown. And that was good. That was good recovery by Brown. I mean Jackson, my mistake. 2nd and 10. Wow. Lamar tries to circle, but he gets knocked back for a loss. Looks like a loss of 4. No, 3, my mistake. Loss of 3. Okay, so now it is 3rd and 12 for the Ravens. And Lamar Jackson gets it to Willie Snead, and he's immediately hit and prevented from getting the first down. No, Willie Snead drops it. Wow, really? Willie Snead drops a guaranteed first down. I thought he had it for a second. Wow, that ball. extra yards, that's a first down. Okay, so now Justin Tucker is on to try the field goal. And the kick is up and through. So the Ravens are on the board for the first time. Now it's a 14-3 game. Wow, unbelievable. Man, I can't believe Willie Snead did not corral that in. Nah, Slick Vic, they did not get the first down. Willie Snead dropped the ball. And Willie Snead had a nice ball, thrown to him by Lamar, but he could if he would have just caught it and ran for a few extra yards, that's a first down. The Ravens had to settle for a field goal. So now it is 14-3 Ravens. Steals respect Raven says Ravens, as he has the crying, laughing, smile emojis. And now he says Lamar Bortles Saxon. No, Steals respect, man. Ain't no way. Steals respect. You cannot compare Lamar Jackson to Blake Bortles. Not even with the most straight face. Okay, Slick Vic says, all right, we will take that. Still a game, still a game. But let's see what the Titans can do here on this next offensive possession. Let's see if they can score. Because if they get another touchdown, then it could definitely become another three score game just like that. So let's just see. But Willie Snead has to definitely catch that ball. Like, come on, he had a gimme first down right there. If he catches it and just runs for say about another 3 or 4 yards, that's a first down. Wow. I still can't believe he couldn't haul that ball in. They're showing shots of, Baltimore with the crab cakes. Okay, that's Jimmy out to Jimmy Seafood. Okay, Tucker kicks it off. And the Titans return man gets stopped at the 19 as Ryan Tannehill and the Titans offense come back onto the field. I'm through. Wow. I agree. K K Ryan Tannehill gets it to the tight end, Jonnu Smith, and Earl Thomas immediately levels him to the ground and it's basically a loss of yards, excuse me. No game, my mistake. It's 2nd and 10. Can they give it to Derrick Henry? And wow, man, Derrick Henry abused the Ravens defense for a big first down as he, gave them the stiff arm. Wow, man, Derrick Henry, that's a big dude. If I was a defensive player, boy, I would not want to. Man, I would not want to take that fool down by myself. Wow, he gave Earl Thomas the stiff arm. Boy. Uh-oh. Okay, looks like they're gonna get the Titans for a false start. And that's Taylor Lewan. Okay, so it's 1st and 15. Man, I would not want to you know, I would not want to take Derrick Henry down by myself if I'm a defensive player. I would want some help with me to take that dude down. That is a big dude. Okay, Tannehill throws a screen pass to Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry gets about good 8 yards. K Slick Vic says, thank God for the flag. Stills Respect says, I just hate the Ravens. I respect Lamar Jackson. K Slick Vic says, if they can score, that might bust it wide open. Also, he says, man, yeah, you telling me that makes it sound like Willie Snead gotta hit the bench for a second. Steelers Respect says Chiefs 100% win the AFC if the Titans beat the Ravens. Okay, that's an interesting prediction right there. Steelers Respect. Okay, we got 3rd and 6 for the Titans. Big third down here. Tannehill escapes, throws. Wow. Wow. Corey Davis had the ball and dropped it. Wow. Man. Wow. Man. That was, yeah, Bowser almost had the pick, couldn't haul it in. But also Corey Davis, even if he just gets it one-handed and comes down with it, he's gotta do that. That would have definitely been a first down if he could have found a way to haul that ball in. Okay, the ball bounces in the end zone for a touchback, and Lamar Jackson and the Ravens will start at the 25-yard line with 2:32 left in the second quarter. Okay, Slick Vic says that's what I'm talking about there. All right, I'm seeing folks coming into the live stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, I want your comments here in the chat on this game. We can also talk about the NFC divisional matchup earlier today with the Vikings and 49ers as the 49ers move on to the NFC championship. Yep, but let's see. So let's see what Lamar Jackson can do in you know in 2 minutes with a few timeouts as well as the 2 minute warning. Let's see if this is enough to get the Ravens in another score, or will the Titans take that away from them? We're about to find out. And also, the Ravens will receive the second half kickoff starting the third quarter. Yep, yep. Let's see here. See what the Ravens offense can do. Wow. So now the Ravens are pinned back as the Ravens special teams gets called for an illegal block after the fair catch. So now the Ravens start in their own end zone. Wow. Man, the Ravens are definitely shooting themselves in the foot here in this first half. So now they are in their own end zone. So if the Titans mess around and get a sack on Lamar, then that's a safety. Okay, yeah, Slick Vic. Yeah, the Ravens are basically shooting themselves in the foot here in this first half. Okay, 2nd and 5. And now it's the 2-minute warning. Wow. Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Ravens. When we come back from the 2-minute warning, man, the Ravens have really killed themselves here in this first half with penalties, also bad offensive play, and the secondary has definitely gotten burnt here on those 2 touchdowns by Ryan Tannehill. And also, they don't have an answer for Derrick Henry. I can see that now. They don't have an answer for Derrick Henry. If they cannot neutralize Derrick Henry in this game, then guess what? The Ravens are definitely going to be sent home packing. If they cannot, limit Derrick Henry and make him a non-factor. Okay, yeah, I know, Slick Vic. The game's got you biting your nails right now. Steals Respect says Ravens suck. That's cold, man. Steals Respect says go Titans. Man, Steals Respect, you something else, man. Okay, Steals Respect, you also said Lamar looked mad. Yeah, of course. If my team can't sit up and score and get points on the board, and also my special teams is committing dumb penalties, yes, I would be mad too. Oh wow. A wrap on his left calf. Man. Okay. Lamar Jackson throws it to Justin Hill. Wow, Mark Ingram has a wrap on his left calf. Man. Wow. Okay, the Ravens get a first down with 153 left. Okay, Lamar Jackson looks looks, escapes, and then it's 2nd and 10. Okay, because you definitely don't want to, if you're Lamar Jackson, you definitely don't want to, throw a pick either to have the Titans have some great field position in the red zone or return it for a pick six. Wow, Lamar it gets sacked. Wow, by Correa. Correa comes in with the sack. Wow. Man, why didn't anybody on that rate? Y'all just played Olay on Correa. Y'all just played Olay on Correa and let him break through and get Lamar for the sack. And now it's 3rd and 16 for the Ravens. Steals Respect says Lamar just got sacked. Slick Vic says that's not good. Ravens need Ingram definitely. And Steelers Respect says Lamar Jackson throws the football like he is nervous. Wow, Lamar gets it to Seth Roberts for a big first down. Wow. And Seth Roberts got hit hard. Matter of fact, he ended up getting hit so hard that he had to crawl to the sidelines. Wow. Okay, Lamar Jackson, gets out of trouble, circles to the left, throws it, and almost has Justin Hill, but the pass is incomplete. Man, and Seth Roberts took a hard hit after he caught that pass for the first down. Boy, he took a hard hit. Okay, Lamar gives it to Marquise Brown for a first down for 16 yards. Okay, Slick Vic is excited. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Move them chains. Wow. Okay, Lamar gets it to Willie Snead. Tries to break away from Logan Ryan, the corner, but couldn't. Okay, 2nd down for the Ravens. Let's see what happens here. Wow, Lamar eludes trouble and gets out and runs in for a first down as they are closer in field goal range. Wow. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Ravens as they're trying to get closer into field goal range. Wow, Lamar gets sacked by Jarrell Casey. And the Steelers says Omar Jackson got sacked. Let's go Titans. Wow. That's something. Wow, if you're the Ravens and you're driving down the field like that, you definitely don't want to take that sack. Definitely don't want to take that sack at all. Definitely do not want to take that sack. You definitely can't take that sack. Big as big as this possession is. That's the last thing you want is to take that sack. Wow, so they're out of field goal range right now. Okay. Okay, congrats to Bill Cowher for being selected in this year's Pro Football Hall of Fame. Matter of fact, let me see who are gonna be the other inductees this year. Okay, we know Bill Cowher's in. I want to see who else is gonna be in. Wow, Lamar Jackson with a hell of a throw to Marquise Hollywood Brown. Wow, and he went Odell Beckham on him. Wow, first and goal for the Ravens. Wow, that was a hell of a catch. That was a hell of a catch by Brown. And the Ravens used their final timeout of the half. K Slick Vic is happy saying, all right, saying, all right. I know Slick Vic is excited right now. Let's see what happens here on this possession. First and goal for the Ravens. Okay, Lamar, for a second stays upright as had a couple of Titans coming in on him to sack to get the sack. And he throws it, but he has to throw it out of bounds. And it looks like the Ravens are just gonna settle for the field goal instead of trying to, go for the TD and just head into the halftime down one possession, which is a good choice. There's no point of trying to um, go for the touchdown and risk an interception and get no points. So Justin Tucker is on to attempt the field goal. Okay, kick is good. So now it is a 14-6 game. Okay, it's a one-score game, one possession game at halftime. And the Ravens, they will receive the second half kickoff. So we're definitely going to see what happens here in the second half. Can the Titans hold on? to advance to the AFC Championship. K Slick Vic is definitely excited. Says good. Back in the game, baby. So we're gonna see what happens here in this second half as the Ravens get the second half kickoff. We're gonna see how big this field goal was, that drive by Lamar Jackson was to end the half. All right, y'all excuse me for a second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. Now, Claude Bishop. Claude Bishop, what's up, man? Thanks for joining me. You say let's go. You saying let's go Titans. All right. So this game has been a grind out so far. Both teams have had to grind it out. This type of game definitely favors the Titans. You know, now look, now the Ravens had a great offensive drive to end the half, but it's been very ugly for Lamar Jackson in that Ravens offense in the first half. You know, they've shot themselves in the foot with penalties, bad play, um, turn. So they definitely have to clean that up. Also, the Ravens defense has to um, definitely find a way to limit Ryan Tannehill. And also, they've got to definitely get Derrick Henry under control because, you know, so far in this game, they have had no answer for him. He is just knocking Ravens defenders around like some rag dolls. So you definitely have to get that beast under control. That man is a beast. So yeah, you definitely have to get Derrick Henry under control in the second half if you're the Ravens. The Titans, they definitely have to also open up their playbook a little more for Tannehill because Tannehill is not a bad runner. You know, Tannehill should take some more risk in the second half and use his feet a little more. Also, I got more of this orange sherbet here from earlier. Also, the Titans defense has to find ways to, you know, keep Lamar in the pocket a little bit more. You definitely cannot have him, you know, eluding you, you know, because he's too good on the run. Also, he's too quick with his feet. So they definitely have to find a way to keep Lamar in the pocket more and in their sights here in the second half if they want to hold on to win this game. Also, if you're the Ravens, you got to get the running game going on a little bit more. You can't get too pass happy. Now, Mark Ingram is limited due to his calf injury, so definitely find a way to feature somebody like a Gus Edwards more. But the Ravens have to definitely open up the running game more in this second half. Because if they get too pass happy, then that could lead to some interceptions. And I definitely think that's what it's going to come down to on who wins this game and moves on to the AFC Championship. Who can establish the run more? Okay, Slick Vic, you said, I really suspect to see more action this half. I expect an answer for Henry, maybe stacking the box with 8. Okay, that's Slick Vic's take on that on the second half. He feels that Okay, now the Ravens start the third quarter with the ball. Down 8. Wow, and the pass is dropped. Excuse me. Okay, now it's 3rd and 1 for the Ravens. Okay, Lamar gets there. It looks like he may have the first down or may not. Okay, looks like Lamar does have enough for the first. So it is a first down. Okay, and Lamar throws it, but it's incomplete to Nick Boyle as it was broken up. I mean Doyle, my mistake. No, Boyle, yeah. Wow. Boy had 2 passes on this drive that were both incomplete. Okay, they give it to Mark Ingram. And Mark Ingram gets about a good 5 or 6 yards. Excuse me. Wow, Nick Boyle is hurt on the play. Okay, Slick Vic says I really I okay, I already read that. Okay, I'm seeing people coming here to the chat. Hit the like button. Also, I want to see your comments here in the chat on this game or your comments on the earlier game in the NFC divisional playoff game between the Vikings and the 49ers. Said Claude Bishop, I finally got some good sound from you, QC. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm definitely working on it. Definitely been working on it, Claude. Case Sleep Big, you said what line is the ball? Let me check to be sure. I know it looked like it was past the 40. Okay, the Ravens are at midfield on 2nd and 10. So they're at the 34-yard line. Okay, Lamar Jackson throws an incomplete pass to Nick Boyle. And now 2nd and 20 after the Ravens get called for a holding penalty. So they get a 10-yard penalty for holding. Now they're backed up at the 40-yard line. Wow. See, penalties can definitely kill momentum in a game. Definitely don't want to kill that momentum. Jackson rushes up the field for 30 yards and a first down at the 27. Wow. K. Claude Bishop said you were mute for a minute. Slick Vic says, "Oh man, they killing themselves with the penalties." Yeah, they have been. They have been lucky. They have been lucky that it hasn't come back to haunt them here. They've been very fortunate. Okay, Lamar Jackson throws an incomplete pass intended for Hollywood Brown. So it's 2nd and 10 at the 27. Okay, the Ravens are at the red zone as Lamar throws a pass to Hayden Hurst for an 8-yard gain. 3rd and 2 at the 19. Okay, I see y'all coming here to the live stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, I want to see your comments and thoughts on this game here in the chat. Or we can also talk about the other game between the Vikings and 49ers in the NFC Divisional this afternoon. Claude Bishop says, "Come on, Titans." You know, Claude is a Steelers fan who hates the Ravens. K and Gus Edwards rushes up the middle for a 1-yard gain. Is 4th and 1 for the Ravens. Will they go for it or just settle for another field goal? That's the question. K Intelligent Cycle says Ravens shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. I definitely agree. The Ravens have definitely shot themselves in the foot with penalties. And and some of those penalties have definitely messed up their momentum. Okay, Slick Vic says, I hope they just take the 3 this time. Okay, looks like the Ravens called a timeout to talk things over to see what they're going to do. I think they should just settle for 3 instead of trying to just go for it here on 4th and 1, because if they don't get it, then the Titans can get it back. And you get no points. And that's something you definitely don't want. Claude Bishop says, I just hope that they lose. uh Say, I just hope that they lose. Wow, and the Ravens go for it on 4th and 1 once again. They give it to Lamar Jackson, and the Titans stop him again. So the Ravens turn it over on at the 18-yard line. Why they just didn't just kick the field goal? You know, you drive down the field and you get no points whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, Slick Vic, the Ravens tried to go for it again on 4th and 1 at the 19. Lamar Jackson tries to rush it up the middle, but the Titans stop him. So they turn it over on downs. Claude Bishop, he's excited, saying yes, hell yes. Here in the chat. I don't understand it. I don't understand John Harbaugh and Greg Roman's thinking of going for it on that 4th down. All you have to do is just kick a field goal and just make it a 1-score game. There's no point. Now I can see if you were like, say, near the end, like at the 10-yard line or less, and you go for it on 4th down. But going for it on 4th down from the 19, that makes no sense whatsoever. K Slick Vic says, I don't understand that one either. They stopped him once already. Yeah. So why do it again? Why keep on doing the same thing and expect different results? And the Titans have it 1st and goal as Derrick Henry rushes it up for 66 yards. Wow. It's 1st and goal at the 6 for the Titans. If the Titans get another touchdown here, then that's a big momentum shift. you know, from didn't get the three that they were supposed to get, then it would just be a full seven that the Titans do get as Derrick Henry it up for rushes it up to the right for 3 yards. So second and goal at the 3 yard line. Wow. Like I said, the Ravens defense had to limit Doug Henry here in this second half. Now he's just made a big game, a big rushing rushing for 66 big yards as Ryan Tannehill throws an incomplete pass for Darius Jennings. So now it is third and go at the 3. I don't understand that one. Why are you gonna throw it at on the 3 yard line? As they're trying to punch it into the end zone to extend their lead and take back the momentum. Claude Bishop says QC, as you know that I live in Maryland because you sent my prize to a Maryland address surrounded by Ratbird fans. Slick Vic says they need this stop, at least gotta hold them to 3. Definitely agree there. And it's a touchdown. So the Titans extend the lead to 21-6, thanks to Derrick Henry getting the pass from Corey Davis for a 3 yard touchdown. No, Derrick Henry throws a pass to Corey Davis for a 3 yard touchdown, and the Titans extend their lead 21-6. Wow. So that's a big momentum swing here in this game. Big swing if the Ravens expect to do anything. They need a touchdown quick. This could be blown open soon if not. I agree, Slick Vic. Like I said, the Ravens didn't get the 3 that they were supposed to get, but then the Titans go down the field and get the 7 that they were supposed to get. So now, you know, find a way to score here, then they've dug themselves a deep hole. And that would be very messed up that the Ravens built all this momentum going on this big winning streak, from basically September October all the way to December. And, just for it to be off a night, and it'll be for the second straight year in a row that the Ravens get beat by a wild card team on the road. Okay, Stills Respect says Lamar Saxon. That's cold. That's cold. But yeah, if the Ravens mess around and lose this game here tonight, it will be the second straight year in a row that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have been knocked off at home in the playoffs. That would be crazy. that Lamar Jackson gets beat at home in the playoffs um, for the second year in a row by an old quarterback. Last year, Phillip Rivers went into Baltimore and won. Then, if this game were to hold up, Lamar Jackson and his team would have gotten beat by an old Ryan Tannehill, who was about to be put out the pasture, but he gets to Tennessee and he's playing the best ball of his career right now. Yeah, Steals respect. If the Chiefs or the Titans, Texas will win tomorrow. Both of them would have home field over the Titans because they both have better records. Okay, Slick Vic says I ain't giving up on them yet. Claude Bishop, you said, hey, QC, stop acting like you want the Ravens to win. Plenty of time left. No, I'm just Claude Bishop. I'm just stating out my observations here. It would be jacked up that Lamar Jackson for the second year in a row. Well, for Lamar and the Ravens, my mistake. For the second year in a row, they get beat at home by older quarterbacks. Last year, Phillip Rivers went up into Baltimore and knocked off Lamar and the Ravens. And like I said, if this game holds up, then Ryan Tannehill and the Titans would have went up in there and beat the Ravens. And also, it would even be more messed up that Mike Vrabel, who hasn't even been a head coach for even 5 years, to beat a Super Bowl winning coach and John Harbaugh. That would definitely be something for Mike Vrabel right there. If he can say, like I said, if this game holds up, he would have beaten 2 Super Bowl winning coaches. In his first run at the playoffs, he would have beaten 2 Super Bowl champion coaches. Okay, Claude Bishop says, you're just being honorable. Me, I'm drinking the haterade. Well, I ain't mad at you for that, Claude Bishop. If you want to drink the haterade, hey, that's on you. I'm just giving my analysis here. Just giving the analysis. But that would just be ironic. I'm just pointing out the irony here that, say, if this game were to hold up here tonight, that, wow, this person goal again for the Titans? Wow. Derrick Henry has been a huge factor here tonight in this game. Once again, he has bullied this Ravens defense. Wow. They give it to Derrick Henry, and he is stopped by the cornerback Marlon Humphrey. And it's 3rd and goal for the Titans. And they're at the 1-yard line. So it's 3rd and goal for the Titans. And I got to give a shout out to the Titans offensive coordinator. His name slips me right now, but so far he's called a pretty good game to where he can put Derrick Henry in some pretty good positions. Okay, let's see what happens here on this. Hill rushes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Wow. The Titans have blown this game wide open. It is now 27-6 Tennessee. Wow. Man. Wow. Unbelievable. Like I said, this is the second year in a row that the Ravens have been getting beat by older quarterbacks. Like I said, now we know Phillip Rivers, he's on the downside of his career. He went into Baltimore last year and knocked off the Ravens. Now this year, this is Ryan Tannehill. Now Phillip Rivers you can kind of accept because he is a future in the playoffs in your own stadium. Wow. Getting beat by Ryan Tannehill. Slick Slick Vic says, well, this is blown now. I'll root for the Titans the rest of the season. Claude Bishop says, ba da da ba da. No. Ba da 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 da. I'm loving it. Claude, no, you did not go make man. No, you did not. Yeah, I'll admit my internet TV is on delay. Claude Bishop. Wow. Unbelievable. Man. Whoever bet on the Titans winning this game here tonight, y'all about to make some money. Y'all definitely about to make some money. Because a lot of people would not have bet the Titans in this game. And I'll admit, in my preview, I picked the Ravens. Because I definitely thought that they would definitely come out, very aggressive here since they were at home and they had that week off. But man, the Titans have just went into M&T Bank Stadium and they have dominated this game from start to finish. And I gotta definitely give them their props for the way they've played. They've played so far in this game, as it's now late in the third quarter. Excuse me. They have a 28-6 lead, and also gotta give a lot of credit to the Claude Bishop said I might get into a fight tomorrow. No, Claude, I don't want you to get into a fight, bruh. And also said Claude Bishop also says I'm I'm going to be on taunt control. That's cold. Slick Vic said Slick Vic, he's frustrated. He's a Ravens fan saying, man, but what really messed up the Ravens from the get-go was that pick that Lamar Jackson threw early in that first quarter. In my opinion, ever since he's thrown that interception, Lamar has not recovered psychologically from that. And you could definitely tell he hasn't recovered from that. Neither has the Ravens. And that defense, man, they have let not Mark Henry, Derrick Henry just straight up bully them. Derrick Henry has bullied them here in this game. Okay, and there's a flag on the play. Okay, legal contact on the defense. And the Ravens getting automatic first down against David against Evans. Against Rashawn Evans, excuse me. This is my girl, y'all. Okay, 6 yard gain for Lamar. Right, that's another thing that's done them in. Not converting on those fourth down plays. Lamar Jackson throws an incomplete pass to Will, intended for Willie Snead. So 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. As they're at the 36-yard line. FJ, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. You said I knew the Ravens' day will come. Claude Bishop says D. Henry is a man. Intelligent Cycle said, I didn't think Titans would come in and shut down Lamar. They proving me wrong. Yeah. Intelligent Cycle, they're proving a lot of people wrong here in this game. Slick Vic says, yeah, Henry is the best running back in the league, no doubt, this season. And you know what? For some reason, I've noticed this with the Ravens games I watch. The Ravens do not do well against punishing running backs. They don't. You know, Derrick Henry here tonight. Even Nick Chubb abused the Ravens in that game up in Baltimore during the regular season. Okay, Tell the Cycle says D. Henry playing like a man possessed. I agree. Definitely, man. Derrick Henry has been balling these last two games. You know, he balled out against the Patriots last week, and now he's balling here against the Ravens tonight. Okay, it's 3rd and 5 for the Ravens at the 31, as it's 150 left here in the third quarter. And the Titans so far have dominated this game, as they have 318 yards of total offense and 118 rushing yards. And the bulk of them have gone to Derrick Henry, who has 144 yards and a passing touchdown. Man, unbelievable. Who would have thunk that the Tennessee Titans would be up this big on a team like the Ravens? Okay, the Titans call a timeout. With 150 left here in the third, as they have a 22-point lead. And Lamar Jackson is picked off again for the second time tonight, as Kenny Baracco comes up with the pick. Wow, man, they've done a pretty good job here just shutting down Lamar tonight. I got to give the Titans defense their props. they have definitely shut Lamar Jackson down in this game. So now the Titans get it back, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Lamar Jackson tried to throw it to Miles Boykin, but Kenny Veraco comes up with the pick, and Derrick Henry rushes for 23 yards, and now the Titans are at midfield. Wow. Okay, I'm seeing folks come back here into the live stream. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, I want your comments here on this game. Also, we can talk about the other game between the Vikings and 49ers in the NFC Divisional playoff earlier. Wow. Okay, and Derrick Henry gets another. Okay, Derrick Henry, they give it to Derrick Henry again. He gets 6 yards. 2nd and 4 at the 44. Okay, they give it to Henry again, and he stopped for no gain as the third quarter comes to an end. And the Titans, they have dominated this game. After 3, they lead 28-6. They are 15 minutes away from going to their first AFC championship since the, excuse me, let me check to be sure when the last time the Tennessee Titans were in the AFC championship game. Okay, this will be the first time that the Titans will be in the AFC championship game since they went in since 1999. This would this will be their first appearance. So the Titans are since 02, my mistake. So this will be the Titans first, the Titans are 15 minutes away from their first AFC championship appearance since 2002. Wow. So this will be the Titans are 15 minutes away from their first AFC championship appearance in 18 years. And also thanks FJ for giving me that, for correcting me and giving me that trivia. I appreciate it. Okay, Slick Vic says, man, it's almost embarrassing now. FJ says, still can't believe D. Henry was a 2nd-round pick and a Heisman winner. Also, Slick Vic says, it was only because running backs aren't really hot in the league anymore. It's always about going younger and younger. They get one contract and they done when they're 29 and 30, basically. They are expendable to GMs. Definitely agree with you on that, Slick Vic. Definitely agree. But if you look at it now, most of the teams that are playing this weekend have the top rushing offense in the league, as well as the top passing offenses in the league. So I do think the running back is starting to slowly make a comeback to the NFL. I mean, look at all the dudes that had great seasons this year. You had Derrick Henry, who was the number one leader in rushing. Nick Chubb, he was the number two rusher in the NFL. Also, Christian McCaffrey, of course, who had a hell of a year rushing and so I definitely think that the running game is slowly but surely starting to come back, to be in vogue in the NFL once again. Also, you got some pretty good running backs here. Well, not just here in this game, but earlier. You had Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. You had Tevin Coleman and Monster for the 49ers. Tomorrow you're going to have Beast Mode and Aaron Jones. Then you go, the Texans don't really feature their running game too much, but on the Chiefs, they have a pretty solid running back in Damian Williams. Okay, Slick Vic also says, right, I think it's wrong, but these GMs think just any man off the street is someone they can throw in there and be okay. So they don't like paying these guys who deserve 25 million a year in my eyes, but they're lucky to get 12. Definitely agree with you on that, Slick Vic. Definitely agree. Okay, Ryan Tannehill threw an incomplete pass, and now the Ravens get it back, and they're going to start at the 12-yard line to see if Lamar Jackson and this Ravens offense can cut into that deficit. Okay, we're about to see if the Ravens can cut into that deficit as they're going to start at the 12-yard line. In order for the Ravens to do that, they have to be quick, fast, and in a hurry on offense. They can't just wait for plays to develop down the field. They got to be locked in, focused, and attack. Because if they take too long, then the Titans defense, they're gonna come in and be ready to get sacks on Lamar and also even force him into, or maybe even force him into another turnover, as they already have here in this game. All right, so let's see if the Ravens can. Okay, it's 2nd and 7 as Lamar Jackson throws for 3 yards to Justice Hill, and he's tackled by Kenny Baracco. 2nd and 7 at the 26 for the Ravens. Wow, he commits a 5-yard penalty. So that definitely sounds like a neutral zone infraction. Yes, Slick Vic is a 3-score game now as the Titans lead the Ravens 28-6 here in the fourth. Okay, Lamar Jackson throws an incomplete pass intended for Hayden Hurst. It's 3rd down and 2 at the 31. This is a huge 3rd down. Very huge 3rd down for the Ravens. And Lamar rushes for 27 yards and the 1st down, and the Ravens are near midfield. And Lamar has 114 rushing yards on the night. To go with 222 passing yards. Okay, Lamar Jackson tries to throws a pass to Mark Andrews, the tight end, but no gain. So it's 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line. And actually, that interception by Kenny Baracco was pretty big because the Ravens were definitely driving down the field and getting some momentum. Okay, it's 3rd and 1. Lamar Jackson throws it to Miles Boykin for 9 yards, but he's short of the 1st down. So it's 3rd and 1 at the 33 for the Ravens. Okay, and the Ravens get the 1st down. And Lamar Jackson throws it to Mark Ingram for 9 yards, but once again, short of the 1st down. Okay, Lamar Jackson throws it to Willie Snead for 7 yards. 1st down, Ravens at the 15. And Lamar Jackson gets it to Hayden Hurst for a 13-yard touchdown. So now it is 28-12 with the extra point impending. So the Ravens strike quick, fast, and in a hurry. And Lamar Jackson gets it to Hayden Hurst for the 15-yard touchdown. So now it's a 2-score game. K and the kick it. Well, K, the Ravens tried to go for the 2 point conversion and they failed as Lamar tried to get it to Miles Boykin, but they didn't get the 2 point conversion, so it stays 28-12. So it stays a two score game, excuse me, at 28-12 as the Ravens tried to go for the 2 point conversion, but they failed to convert. So with 11:04 left here in the fourth, it is 28-12 Titans. Now they get the ball back. Let's see if they can eat some clock up. As much clock as they can to, pull out this victory here on the road in the AFC Divisional playoff and advance to their first AFC championship game since 2002. And if the Titans can hold on to win this game, they'll face the winner of the Texans and Chiefs game tomorrow. They'll have to go on the road to either Kansas City or Houston because both of those teams would have home field advantage over them because they finish with better records and they're higher seeds than the Titans. Slick Vic says, "All right, there's life." Don't feel bad, man. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Okay, I'm seeing folks here in the live stream. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Also, I want your comments here on this game. Or we could also talk about the NFC divisional matchup between the Vikings and 49ers earlier today. Okay, y'all excuse me for a second. I will be right back. My apologies, good people. Had to step out for a minute. K K is 7:27 left to go here in the fourth. Titans with the ball. At the 43, they give it to Derrick Henry for 2 yards. Okay, and the Titans don't get the first down. And the Ravens burn their second timeout of the half as they will get the ball back. But the most important thing is that the Titans definitely ate up some clock here. Now, if you're Tennessee, now the Titans here on defense, they have to avoid the big chunk plays. That's what has, kept the Ravens in contact in this game, making big chunk plays. So they definitely have to eliminate those. So they have to force a quick 3-and-out here late in this fourth quarter. You definitely don't want to give up any chunk plays to Lamar Jackson in this Ravens offense. Ooh. All right. There we go. Yep, you cannot give up the big chunk plays here. Definitely play the pressure. And also, please do not go into prevent defense. I do not like that when, you know, folks in football do that. That's the worst thing you can do is like you're playing not to lose instead of trying. So definitely don't go into prevent mode. Man, that's some good orange sherbet. Excuse me. Okay, the Ravens will have the ball at the 20-yard line. To start off here in the middle part of this fourth quarter. And wow, the Titans have a little over 400 yards of total offense. Wow. Who would have thunk it? Excuse me. Who would have thunk that the Tennessee Titans would have a little over 400 yards? If I would have asked anybody who you think would have over 400 yards of total offense in this game, you definitely would have said the Ravens. But no, it's the Titans. Okay, Slick Vic, you said, yep, if the Ravens are able to score here in a minute or two, then the game ain't over. Well, that's a possibility, Slick Vic. That's a possibility. But if the Titans can, get a few first downs, then the game is over. Or, if they can definitely eat up a lot more clock, then they will be in prime position to win this game. Okay, Lamar throws an incomplete pass intended for Mark Andrews. So it's 3rd and 10. This is definitely a big third down here. The Ravens season is on the line. This is definitely win or go home here on this third down. This is definitely win or go home. Excuse me. K and Lamar and the Ravens get the first down. Lamar throws a pass to Marquise Brown for 7 yards. If you're the Titans defense, you want to stay away from the big chunk plays. Lamar Jackson passed to Marquise Brown for 9 yards in the first down. And the Ravens are at midfield. Well, they're beyond midfield, excuse me. They're at the 38-yard line. And the Ravens, they have, They've had these drives on big chunk plays. And I said that if you're the Titans defense, you want to stay away from those. K is 1st and 15 now that the Ravens committed a false start penalty and they are pushed back 5 yards. And Lamar rushes it up the middle for a 22-yard gain. So it's 1st and 10 Baltimore at the 21-yard line. Wow. Like I said, if you're the Titans defense, you cannot give up big chunk plays. That's what the Ravens been wanting to do here because they're so far behind in this game that they're going to go for the big chunk plays. It's just like a basketball team. If they're down so many, they're going to start shooting threes. Okay, Lamar Jackson throws an incomplete pass intended for Hayden Hurst. So it's 2nd and 10 at the 21. Yep, it's just like a basketball team who's down so many. In order to get themselves back in, they're going to start shooting a whole bunch of threes to get themselves back in the game. And this is what the Ravens. Slick Vic says just about 4 down territory, no matter where they at. Pretty much, yeah, exactly. Okay, now the Ravens are in the red zone as Lamar Jackson rushes it for 5 yards. Big 3rd down here. If the Titans can get a stop, that could definitely bode well and also hold the Ravens here to a field goal. K and Lamar Jackson throws an incomplete pass. So it's 4th and 5. Will the Ravens go for it or will they just kick the field goal and try the onside kick? Okay, the Ravens turn it over on downs as Lamar Jackson tried to throw a pass to Mark Andrews, but it's incomplete. So now it's 1st and 10 Titans at the 18-yard line. And they give it to Derrick Henry, and he only gets a yard. So it's 2nd and 9 at the 17 as the Ravens take their final timeout. The Ravens have no timeouts left. Yeah, Slick Vic, they did go for it, but they didn't get the 1st down. Lamar Jackson tried to throw the ball to Mark Andrews, and he couldn't come up with the catch. So the Ravens turned it over on down. So the Titans got it back at the 18-yard line. And now the Ravens called their final timeout. Okay, Derrick Henry rushes for 4 yards, and then he rushes again for no gain. So it's 4th and 5, and the Titans will have to punt with 3:36 left here in the game. Okay, Slick Vic says, "Oh man, that's probably the game right there. Dangerous this year, man. Talking about looking dangerous. You talking about looking dangerous, Slick Vic? They have been dangerous since the last few weeks. You know, the Titans, they've been in playoff mode these last few weeks because they had to fight, scratch, and claw just to get to the playoffs. Matter of fact, they didn't get into basically the end of the season. Hey, Johnny Talk Sports, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. You said Lamar Jackson still loves pizza. Slick Vic, you said, well, is dangerous. Yeah, they've been dangerous. You know, like I said, these last the last 6 weeks, the Titans have been in playoff mode. While teams like the Ravens and the Patriots clinched early and rested, the Titans were still playing. Matter of fact, every week for those last 6 weeks was a playoff game for them. Because if they would have lost any of those games, then 9 times out of 10, they would have been out. There would have been no playoffs for Tennessee. Johnny Talk Sports says, I'm a little disappointed. I was rooting for Lamar. KFJ, you said you should really do XFL games. Love those live streams. Oh, so the X. Oh, yeah, that's right. The X. When did the X? Let me. I thought the XFL was going to come back later. Well, no, they're about to come back. Excuse me. Yep, XFL is coming back in February. I'm looking through their website right now. So I'm gonna check out the XFL. Definitely check out the XFL. Because also The XFL was innovative in some things that the NFL now use, like Skycam. Before 2000, the NFL was not using Skycam. And also getting shots of the opposing teams, like, well, close-ups, excuse me. Okay, the Ravens have it at the 24-yard line. Okay, Lamar Jackson gets it down the field, and he hit Marquise Brown for a 17-yard gain. They're in the red zone, so it's 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 20. This is the chunk plays have definitely kept the Ravens in this game. If they were playing for the most part. Okay, Lamar throws an incomplete pass, so it's 3rd and 11 at the 21. Chris Moore, 4th and 11. Win or go home. Intended for Miles Boykin, and that will do it. That will do it. The Tennessee Titans will move on to the AFC Championship game for the first time in 18 years. This will be their first appearance since playoff run. Definitely got to give props to Mike Vrabel here. In his first run in the playoffs, he knocked off Bill Belichick. This week he knocks off John Harbaugh. Okay, Ryan Tannehill rushes up the middle for a and gets hit for a 1-yard loss. Got to give a lot of props to Mike Vrabel and his coaching staff. They came up with a great game plan on offensively. Getting Derrick Henry into his spots to where he could be successful, and definitely got to give credit to their defensive coordinator, who did a hell of a job of containing Lamar Jackson and this high-powered Ravens offense. And that will do it. The game is over. The Tennessee Titans are moving on to the AFC Championship for the first time for the 2nd year in a row. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens have gotten beaten by older quarterbacks. Last year was Phillip Rivers. This year is Ryan Tannehill. Claude Bishop said, like Ice Cube said, today was a good day. Oh, man. Slick Vic says, good game here. Good for the Titans. Wow. Man, that was Titans, they had a great game plan. The defense, they did a great job on Lamar Jackson and this high powered Ravens offense. I definitely think the Ravens resting their starters the final week of the regular season definitely played a factor in them being rusty here tonight, because when you and also when the bye week, you know, the Ravens had 2 weeks, went 2 weeks without playing. So they weren't in game shape, and they were not, and you can definitely tell starting off in that first quarter, they were not in a rhythm at all. They had too much time off. As I said earlier, I've said this. The bye week is 50-50. It could be a blessing, it could be a curse. Now, earlier today, we saw the bye week being a blessing for the 49ers, but here tonight, we saw it as a curse for the Ravens. Because like I said, the Ravens, their starters did not play the final week of the season. And then adding on to the bye week, they were out of game shape. They had no type of practice, no reps, no consistent, consistent what am I looking for? Not practice, but consistent playing for 2 weeks. They were all sitting, they were basically sitting at home, chilling, just, enjoying life. They weren't in a rhythm. When you don't play for a certain amount of time, you're definitely out of rhythm and you're out of game shape. Now, on the other hand, the Titans, they've been in playoff mode the last few weeks. Every game that last month of the season was a playoff game for them, because if they lost those games, they would have been out of the playoffs. So they couldn't afford to lose any games down the stretch. So they've been in a rhythm, they've been in game shape, and now that's why they're moving on to the AFC Championship game with 2 quality road wins. Okay, and Slick Vic, you said it did. Their downfall was that rest and the game plan from Vrabel and the D coordinator plus Henry and Tannehill, they had a hand in. They had no answer for. Excuse me. Yeah, I definitely agree, Slick Vic. They definitely didn't have an answer for Derrick Henry or the game plan that Mike Vrabel was running. Okay, Claude Bishop, you said I'm taking the Chiefs to win it all. FJ said this Ravens team reminds me of the 1996 Broncos, the way the season ended. Yeah, that 96 Broncos team definitely had a dominant regular season, but they faltered out once the playoffs hit. And that's the same with this Ravens team. The Ravens, they went on the long winning streak, won all those games, but here they end up getting beat by, a 6 seed wild card team in their building. So the Ravens, they're done for the season. The Titans move on to the AFC Championship. Had some in my eye. Now the Ravens season is done. The Titans, they move on to the AFC Championship game. They're going to take on the winner of the Texans Chiefs game tomorrow. So the Titans are going to find out tomorrow where they're headed, whether it be Kansas City or Houston. So it's going to be a great side of that matchup. Okay, so Slick Vic says, I'm going to take the Titans to win it all unless I get impressed tomorrow by those games. I don't think anyone wants it anymore. The Chiefs will get destroyed by Henry eating up the clock. Yeah, that's a pretty good take, Slick. I gotta get out of here, good people. It's been fun doing these live streams with y'all here today. I thank y'all for coming here on this live stream. You know, talking with me here in the chat. I enjoy talking to y'all about these games and football in general. Also, I want to thank you know for the folks who donated to my channel today on both live streams. I appreciate y'all. I'm very grateful. Your contribution will definitely help this channel, well, to keep this channel going so I can continue to do more content for y'all. Also, if you can support, well, if you can support the channel. Also, you can buy official talking and grubbing gear at the shop on teespring.com. It's up top in the chat. And also, from now till January 31st, you can get 20% off or free shipping. All right, Slick Vic, thanks for subbing, man. I appreciate it. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the Seahawks and Packers. So that'll be my next live stream. I got to get out of here, y'all. I thank y'all for coming on here with me. I thank all my loyal subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't make it your last. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell and hit all so you don't miss any new videos or live streams from me. Excuse me, I got to get out of here. I got to do some things. But it's been fun to do these two NFL playoff live streams today. I had fun chat with y'all. And we're going to do this again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock for the Seahawks and Packers. So y'all come and join me for that game. So till then, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out. And I will definitely see y'all tomorrow night.